Hi everyone, happy spring semester 2019 and happy new year to you, and I'm here to talk to you today about reporting non-attending students. And for you concurrent enrollment instructors, it means that you have communicated with your high school's counselor, the counselor assigned to the concurrent enrollment student load, and you have found out that this student has dropped your college course from their high school schedule. So I'm going to show you how to report to the college that student is now not attending your course. And this is very important actually, because it will drop the student from the course and will keep the family from having to repay that tuition. So it really is a great thing for you to do, College Now instructor, to make sure that you report these students as non-attending. By Tuesday the 29th is the deadline. So I'll put that in the email as well, that deadline, so you know when to do this. So please log into eWolf, go to the frontrange.edu homepage, click on eWolf in the upper right hand corner. It's in the very, very top navigation on the website, and once you're inside eWolf, as you see that I am, you will click on post final grades, no shows. You will click submit for spring 2019 semester, and then if you have more than one course, you'll have to go through each of your courses in the arrow, using the arrow down navigation. I'm only teaching one course this semester, so I will just demonstrate very quickly. I'm going to pretend I haven't been to class yet. I'm teaching a Saturday class this semester. Pretend that I'm going to report Benjamin as non-attending, and the way to do that is to put a 0 in the attended hours column and then click submit. So you would put a 0 in any of the columns next to the students' names who are not attending. And this is again something that you've learned from your high school counselor. You've found out that the student has requested to drop the class from the high school schedule and the student is no longer attending. So I'm going to close out of this window. I can't do this yet until I attend class for the first time to see who's attending. I am going to just quickly show you the last part of the document I've attached to the email that I've sent you about reporting non-attendance. If you have any questions, of course you can contact me, but if you have questions specifically related to registration, you can email this email here, registrar@frontrange.edu, or you can contact Jamie Bertrand or Rick DeVos, depending on the high school that you teach at. Also, some information here about what happens if a student decides to add the class back. It really is not something that happens a whole lot. If a student is reported for non-attendance, students are not likely to be re-enrolled, but definitely be in communication with your high school counselor and Rick or Jamie about those kinds of situations. And then if the student, if you have a student later in the semester who stops attending class, of course, work with your high school counselor to reach out to the family to find out what's going on, as many of you do without me having to remind you of this or even recommend this. But remember, if the student does continue with chronic absence, the only thing you can do at the end of the semester is assign an F to that student. And I'll just give a quick explanation also of the incomplete grade that you have the option of assigning students later in the semester. The requirement, the eligibility requirement for students to enter into an incomplete agreement at the end of a semester is that at the time of the agreement, the student must have at least 75% of the coursework completed. So I want you to know this last item here on the screen is about students who are showing up to class right now, but in a few weeks they're going to maybe start having some bad attendance habits, and maybe that gets worse. If there's no way to enter into an incomplete agreement with a student, then you have to assign an F at the end of the semester. And so you can't go back and report them as non-attending after this reporting period. Again, the last day to report students as non-attending is Tuesday, January 29th, so you have just a little over a week to report them. I would say that if you find out by, let's say on Thursday the 31st, that a student has also decided to drop the class from the high school schedule, that you should log in and go ahead and do that, report them as non-attending to try to get them dropped. But after the first week of February, it won't change their status. So you really need to make sure that you get into eWolf next week and report those students as non-attending. Okay? Have any questions, please email me as soon as you think of them or call me at 303-678-3725. Thanks everyone, and I hope you're having a great start to your semester, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care.